The Social Security Administration just released the cost of living adjustment amount for your Social Security benefits in 2025. The increase is 2.5%, so let's put that in context and see what that means for you. Now, cost of living adjustment is shortened to COLA, and just like your favorite sugary drink, the fact that Social Security has a COLA is a great benefit of Social Security, and I'll be referring to it as a COLA instead of cost of living adjustment moving forward. If you are a regular Social Security beneficiary, you will see the 2.5% increase beginning on January of 2025. If you're on Supplemental Security Income, SSI, your increased payments will begin on December 31st, 2024. SSI is for adults and children who have little or no income and little or no resources and a disability, blindness, or are age 65 or older. Some people receive both Social Security and SSI benefits. Now, how does this 2.5% increase compare with historical increases and, more importantly, increases to the rest of your expenses? Well, since 1975, the average increase is about 3.8%, but that's probably not the best time frame to use because it was all over the place in the 70s and 80s. Over the past decade, the average is 2.8%. In the last 5 years, it has been 4.3%. Here's where we get a little bit technical. The COLA amount is based on increases to what's called the Consumer Price Index for Urban Wage Earners and Clerical Workers, or CPIW, from the third quarter, so from July through September of the prior year, what would be 2023, to the same third quarter of the current year, so 2024. CPIW is a measure of the average change over time in the prices paid by urban wage earners. I don't know if you want to know all of this, but an urban wage earner is defined as a member of a household where more than half of their income comes from clerical or wage occupations, and at least one member of the household has worked for at least 37 weeks in the previous year. Now, the prices they look at are a market basket of consumer goods and services. This basket includes things like specific items, think apples, men's shirts, airline fares, as well as combinations of items like fruits and vegetables, food at home, food and beverages, and others. I don't know if that helps or hurts, but they are basically looking at how expensive it is to purchase a basket of goods that they have determined to analyze. It's not exactly the same number as the inflation number, but if thinking of it as inflation helps, then so be it. A few other numbers that are important with Social Security updates in 2025. There is a maximum amount of earnings subject to the Social Security tax through your paycheck or your own pay if you're self-employed. In 2024, it was $168,600, and in 2025, it's increasing to $176,100. What this means is that if you made $176,100 in 2024 or more, there was that difference of $7,500 or more where you didn't have Social Security taxes anymore. In 2025, that $7,500, so that difference in that increase that they made, would still be subject to Social Security tax. That's a 4.4% increase over 2024, so they are taxing a bit more income for those making around those levels. In other videos, we've talked about ways that the government can shore up that Social Security trust fund for longer. There are a lot of scary headlines that are warning everyone that Social Security is running out by 2035. First off, the projections don't put the fund at zero in 2035. If no changes are made, Social Security benefits are projected to decrease in 2035 due to a predicted shortfall in that program's trust funds. It means that with current projections, if they do nothing, the fund will pay out at 83% in 2035, not zero, but not 100%. So it hasn't completely run out, and again, this is if they do nothing. But they are doing something. Raising this maximum earnings figure is doing something. It is one of the levers that they can pull to secure that Social Security trust fund, and this is an interesting one because watch what is happening here. They are saying that those on Social Security, meaning mainly seniors, are experiencing a 2.5%, call it inflation rate, that will be helped with your COLA. For everyone else still working, that bump from $168,600 up to $176,100 is a 4.4%, call it tax inflation. So by these measures, what they are saying but not saying is that you, as senior on Social Security, you're only experiencing a 2.5% inflation, while anyone else working and not on Social Security is experiencing inflation at about 4.4%. But if you and I both go buy groceries or a car, it feels like we're experiencing the same inflation rate. So again, for those worried about Social Security running out, just know that they have visible levers that they can pull, like raising the full retirement age that they have done in the past, and they have less visible ways like a difference in the workers' taxable maximum and the COLA. Is it making a difference? Well, this time last year, they projected that in 2035, the fund would only be able to pay out 75%. In just 1 year, that number has changed to 83%. So yes, they can make changes that make a difference. Numbers we don't have yet are the 2025 Medicare Part B premiums, deductible, and IRMAA figures. Those should be released soon and are projected to increase, meaning that for those on Social Security and Medicare, part of that Social Security COLA increase is going to be cannibalized by your increased Medicare premiums. The projections are looking at about a 5-ish% increase to Medicare premiums. You get 2.5% increase in your Social Security income and a 5% increase in your Medicare expenses. This isn't uncommon, and situations like this happen most years. A 2.5% increase on a bigger Social Security number is still bigger than a 5% increase on a smaller number, which is your Medicare number, but one of your expenses is going up by more than your income. So if you're relying on Social Security as your sole means of income, then things are probably already tight, but they're going to be a little bit tighter with this change. Now, the average Social Security payment in the U.S. in 2024 was $1,927, and a 2.5% increase means that about $48 more per month are coming to that individual in 2025. 1,927 is an average, so you watching could see more, you could see less. If the Medicare premium increase projections are correct, that would be about a $10.30 increase per month for the base Medicare Part B premium, meaning about 21% of the average person's Social Security increase just goes to pay for the Medicare premium increase. Again, the Medicare number hasn't been released yet, but as soon as it is, you can bet that we will have a video for you around that. If you are working and taking Social Security benefits before your full retirement age, there is an earnings limit as to how much you can make before they will deduct money from you. The earnings limit for workers who are younger than their full retirement age will increase from $22,320 in 2024 to $23,400 in 2025. Now, for every $2 above that $23,400 mark that you earn, Social Security will deduct $1 from your benefits. Now, this changes for those of you who are reaching your full retirement age in 2025. That income limit will increase to $62,160. Social Security deducts $1 from benefits for every $3 you earn over $62,160 until the month that you reach your full retirement age. Now, when they deduct those dollars, it can look like a penalty, which, look, it doesn't feel good, but it does get added back to your benefits once you reach your full retirement age. It is not exactly $1 once you hit full retirement age. They add the withheld amount to your benefits over your entire expected lifetime. So it would be a fraction of a dollar in your actual benefits, and you would need to live to a life expectancy that is normal in order to make the penalty or those deductions back. For those of you who have reached your full retirement age, there is no limit on your earnings where you'd have any money deducted in your Social Security benefits. Okay, the secret code word for those who made it this far is, what word do you use to describe those carbonated sugary drinks? Where I'm from, we say soda, which was my nickname in high school because of my weird last name. I've heard other places call it pop, cola, or Coke, even when it's not Coke. So what do you call it? Your next step is to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to be notified about the Medicare updates for 2025 and other retirement conversations. After that, if you are not on Social Security yet, or you are, but you are currently married, you were married and divorced, or your spouse passed away, you'll definitely want to check out this video where one of my fellow retirement nerds, Zach Call, goes over Social Security strategies to get the most out of your benefits and how it all relates to your spousal relationships currently or in the past. So I will see you over there.